Coach. Thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready, break. Mike 51, Mike 51. Pilot, 64, weak. Get.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
Number 53, Mike 53. Watch the crowd, watch the crowd. Show, 12, go. Wide, get wide. Hey, show.
Now Goff on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And Woods has it complete. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On first down, it's Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Looking to throw on second down. Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass. And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterbacks. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. An update from Denver. The Broncos, they've got the early lead over the Chargers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play. Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows? 2nd and 9 now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside. And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground? He's going to air one out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky. Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Number 53, Mike 53. I'm here on Shell. Hatchet. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd and inches. Goff. Then he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. 27 yards there. A first down. And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards. Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly. Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest. You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down? Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Tell you won.
From the gun on third down, Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. After the run, Goff going to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Goff in the offense with a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Throwing on second down. Goff over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here, second and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a fourth and goal. Santos' kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
2nd and 4. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Check 3. 80 weapons. Now.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum. Tough running there. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll drop to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
That's caught by Howard. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
60 outlaw.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
90 Wolf.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now a short one to Gesicki. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright. No good. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times. What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. On 2nd and 9, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check. Hold on. Check.
On first down, it's gone. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins.
Let's go,
30-yard line.
180. 53.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 18-yard line.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous. Check 13. Check 13. 6-6. Pull it high. Hustle, hustle.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Samson Abukum just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Sanders.
You ain't going nowhere.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And Wilson has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On the delay, it's Howard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
30 base.
2nd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, kill.
53 the mic. 53 the
Set. Not here.
Let's go.
Turbo's up.
On second down, it's Henderson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Out of the gun, Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits create some more natural running lanes. Might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Go.
51 the mic.
Topper. Deep grip.
They'll run with Sanders. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
61, match 5.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
58 the mic. 58 the mic.
Ready.
Looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he's been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
You can't block me. Undercrush.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hold the look. Hold.
From the gun, here's Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll look to throw here. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards in the first down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Let's go. 18 games.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Fowler able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, here we go. 51's the mic.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Let's go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to his receiver, Woods. That'll bring up 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Looking for Woods that time. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Sanders. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run with Howard. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
That's what I do. Watch twins. Watch twins.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Ready?
Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
We got this.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. 3rd and long. It's gone. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They got a man. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And Woods has it complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA. Robert Woods, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Rams 17.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! LA football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Woods the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked up by Xavier Howard. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Miami, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get another road date next week, as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for L.A., add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.